Okay, thanks for joining. This is Dirt Bike Channel Live. I'm your host, Kyle Brotherson. I'm just going to go ahead and get started. As many of you know, we gave away a 2019 KTM 300 XCW TPI. That bike, the winner was just announced yesterday. It was Matt Dunn out of Parker, Colorado, and we are completely stoked. So as you come on here, please tell me where you're coming from. We've got Bald Crow Enduro. Anyway, hey, he says hi. So as you come on here, just tell me where you're coming from, and that would be pretty awesome. Hopefully we get some people on here, but I wanted to just say thank you to everyone who supported the giveaway. It was really fun to do, and we're gonna go and deliver the bike because Matt lives near Denver, which I think Parker, Colorado, which is near Denver. So he's gonna be. We're going to meet him hopefully this weekend and actually hand the bike off, which is just handing those bikes off is one of the most, if not the most fulfilling things that I've ever done in the whole Dirt Bike Channel thing. So it's pretty awesome. So we've got Scott on here. We've got Jared, we've got Peyton, we've got Chad, too many people to mention that. Now we've got, David Peterson, we got anywhere from Raleigh, North Carolina to Pennsylvania to, Colorado, Indiana, Canada, everywhere. We've got even people from Romania and Ireland and everyone on here. North Texas, Las Vegas, South Africa, Israel, Hawaii. Holy crap. Chicago, Arizona, Germany. That's one of the things that has been so almost overwhelming. Massachusetts, France, Croatia. Guys are just like literally, I'm just reading them as they come. We've got Germany, Massachusetts, France, Croatia, Wake Forest, North Carolina. It's just astounding the amount of different people from different walks of life that we have on here with Dirt Bike Channel. It's just really, it's kind of humbling. Massachusetts, we got Georgia, Michigan. Thank you everyone for who supported this giveaway of that sweepstakes. That was really cool to do. And we have some additional prizes to announce. So I just now got off the phone with the 3 winners that won the New Tech Tubeless rear setup. As you guys know, there's not a lot of products, and this might sound like, I might sound like a broken record if you just watched me on Facebook, because I just did this same video pretty much on Facebook Live. But I figured I'd come over here to YouTube because there's so many other people that never watch the Facebook stuff. Just so you know, though, if you follow me on Facebook, sometimes you'll get glimpses of what's happening a little bit earlier than you do on YouTube. I leave YouTube for a lot of the main stuff where it's the higher production value type stuff. On Facebook, I'll do some live videos where it's just like kind of run and gun and say, this is what we're up to, and you'll also see pictures from Instagram and Facebook, and you kind of see, oh, look, Kyle's going to be installing or reviewing a skid plate, because earlier today, I, posted some pictures on Instagram and Facebook of a couple of the AXP skid plates that I am, putting on my bikes. So anyway, back to the winners of these rear tubeless sets. Tubeless is one of the very few things that I put on my bike. I'm not a big aftermarket part guy. Part of that is because I'm cycling through so many bikes that it would just break me if I did a ton of aftermarket parts on all these bikes. And the other thing is they're pretty dang good. There's very few things that I'll put on my bike that I know is going to make it better than what it is stock. Tubeless is one of those things that I'll put on. Every bike that I can, I'll put on a skid plate and a rear disc guard. Those are the 3 things that I feel like I can't really do without. And if I could only choose one thing, it would be tubeless. Second thing would be a skid plate, and then third would be a rear disc guard. So, who are the winners? Let's go ahead and they already know who they are. But we've got Nicholas out of California. He's out of Northern California. He won one of the sets of tubeless, so he was pretty stoked. I'm trying to remember if I think Nicholas is on a 450, like a Honda 450. And then we've also got Yuri. I think it's Yuri Yusakov, and he's out of New York. So I believe, I'm trying to remember from the conversation, I think he has an older KTM, like an earlier 2000 KTM 300 or something. It's a 2-stroke, because he was telling me about how he rebuilt the top end. And then I've got Steve Hall also. Now, Steve Hall is a Patreon member. So Steve supports me over at patreon.com/dirtbikechannel. I've got a site over there, a page over there. He supports me. He's out of Canada. So even though Steve couldn't enter for the sweepstakes for the 300 TPI because of the fact that it's just too crazy. Right now, I haven't figured out how to ship stuff internationally especially this merchandise, because if you buy a $20 or $25 shirt, it's going to cost $20 or $25 just to have it shipped to you. I don't think that's going to work. And then there's also there's the customs forms that I have to fill out or pay someone to fill out, which more than likely I would have to pay the fulfillment company to fill out customs forms. And it just creates kind of a headache to do the international stuff. So unfortunately, the sweepstakes have only been offered to US only. So we don't have to double the cost of the shirt or the hoodie on shipping. And so we can get away from not having to do those custom forms. But Steve is totally fine. Steve is from Canada, and he's going to get one of those sets of Tubeless. So it's a Tubeless rear kit. It's $100 value. The reason why they wanted to do the rear is because it's easier to install the rear. And then the cool thing is you can then start running 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pounds of air in your rear tire, and suddenly your tires work magically better because you're going to get like twice as much traction as you did when you were running 10 or 15 pounds in your tire. So the tires work better, perform better, and your suspension performs better, especially up on the forks. I feel like it makes your forks a lot more bump compliant because now you're not running 15 pounds of pressure in them. It doesn't feel like a rock. The tire has some give to it, and you're not going to get pinch flats. At least very, very, very rarely would you ever get pinch flats. It's not impossible, but it's nearly impossible. So I love Tubeless. Oh man, there's so many people coming on here. Just a couple of housekeeping items, and I'm going to send out an email hopefully later today on this. But for those of you that don't have your hats or your hoodies or your shirts, we are printing them as fast as we possibly can. So the way this whole thing works is I bought a ton of stuff in advance, and people went through that stuff. And then we were trying to place more orders to have more stuff created as we went. But you have manufacturing delays. You have sometimes, this shirt is on back order. This size is on back order. So some of you don't have your gear. I promise we're going to get it all to you. It's going to take us still a couple more weeks. Some of you might still be 3 weeks away from getting your product. And I apologize for that. It's just the way that this works. We were just kind of overwhelmed with the number of orders that came in for this stuff. I never know quite how much to anticipate, especially when I'm adding new products in, because this time I added socks in and I added hoodies in. And so I didn't know what the demand was going to be for that type of stuff, So anyway, just make sure that you are patient. And then if you have questions, you can email me, Kyle@dirtbikechannel.com or sales@dirtbikechannel.com. And that is just me responding to those emails. So it might take me a day or 2 or 3 to get back to you. Hopefully it won't. Sometimes I can get back to you in just like an hour or 2. But it's just me over here running the show. So be patient with me. But I am a man of my word. And if you ordered something, we are going to get it to you. And if for whatever reason we can't get it to you, I will refund your money. But first order is to get it to you. You ordered it. We want to deliver it. It might take us a couple weeks though. So just be patient with us on that stuff. So D-Dog says, hey, why are you eating the mic? Because that's how you do voiceovers, brother. It's not my first rodeo. You have to be close up on the mic. That's how these mics work. So what are some of the other questions on here? I guess that's it. Hey, somebody on here, Dirt Bikes and Ice Hockey. He says, I love my socks. Yeah. So anyway, congratulations again to Nick and Yuri and Steve, because they all won $100 prizes with the Tubeless. I would like to do this. I think next year when I do another giveaway, which will probably be around March time, I'd like to offer more prizes. I'd like to offer more sets of Tubeless. I'd like to offer maybe some FMF pipes. I'd like to offer tires, maybe some gear, like riding gear. So I'm gonna have to contact some companies and see if they want to kind of get involved with that. It would be cool too if we could give away 2 bikes in one giveaway. I don't know how that would work, but maybe if we had like a grand prize and then a second tier prize of another bike, that would I think it'd be kind of cool. So anyway, I've got a lot of things to think about and a lot of growing to do here with the channel. But I appreciate everything that you guys are doing. And if there are things you think I can help with, let me know. Email me, hit me up on Facebook. YouTube is very hard. I get so many comments on YouTube. It's so hard for me to respond. And some of the time I'm not going through all the comments. I like to do it in the first couple of hours of a video. But then the other thing too is there's so many people that are kind of like haters on YouTube that it can become kind of taxing to to read through some of the stuff that people post. It's like, hey, you come over here and try this. It's not as easy as you think, and you can't please everyone. And if you do try to please everyone, you end up just pissing a lot of people off. So I'm not trying to please anyone, just trying to do my thing. And some of the times that means it's like I don't have the energy to look through those YouTube comments, because people say some mean things sometimes. So if you have things that you think I can help with, hit me up, Kyle@dirtbikechannel.com. And please don't abuse that because it's just me there. Anyway, that's pretty much it. So again, congratulations to Nick and Yuri and Steve, winners of those Tubeless sets. Thank you, everyone for supporting Dirt Bike Channel. I literally could not do this without you. If you are watching this video, you are the reason why Dirt Bike Channel exists. Simple as that. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and hopefully we can continue doing this long into the future. Thanks, guys.